I'm Pastor Aaron Harris, and this video is about how many people make over $100,000 a year and still feel broke. In this video, you'll learn why making six figures doesn't mean that you'll be rich. And if you watch until the end, you'll learn how people making under six figures can still become millionaires. If someone makes six figures, it means that they make between $100,000 and $999,000. Historically, six figures has been seen as a marker of wealth, a goal that many people aspire to, knowing that if they could just make six figures, that it would mean that them and their families would surely be rich. But today, six figures is not what it used to be. Yes, it still sounds nice. Yes, it's a good goal for people to aspire to, but it does not go as far as it used to. There are many reasons why $100,000 does not go far today, but the main reason is because of inflation, meaning prices have continued to go up over time. Back in the day, what someone could do is they could have $100,000 salary and they could go and buy a $40,000, $50,000, or $60,000 home that was nice and could fit their family. Now, if you want to go and buy a home on $100,000, you're most likely buying a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 home just for a family of four. So a yearly salary that would have gotten you two homes back in the day is only getting you about 20% of your mortgage paid off today. And it's worse depending on where you live. If you live in expensive areas like New York or San Francisco, then you could make $100,000 a year for your household and you could still be considered in poverty because you do not meet the cost of living. So $100,000 in the middle of nowhere where prices are still fairly cheap may get you a lot farther than if you were in a main city. In addition to inflation, our debt has drastically increased. So if someone makes $100,000 salary, but they have $150,000 in student loans, then what happened is a good portion of their salary is going to pay off the loans that they had to take for their degree. People used to be able to go to school for a lot cheaper and could just pay it off quickly right out of pocket. But now to go to school costs just as much as a home would cost. In addition to student loans, people have credit card loans. They have other loans like car loans where they are going and they are just drowning in debt. And because things are so expensive, cars, education, and everything else, then what happens is it eats away at your purchasing potential. Then let's not forget about taxes. The more you make, the more they take, meaning as your income increases, so does your tax burden. So although people may make $100,000 salary or they may make six figures, that's not the net income that they receive, it's only the gross income. In addition to taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, what a lot of people have to do is pay for their retirement out of their pocket, meaning that they also do not see that additional money that they're putting in retirement actually come out in their net income. Statistical data shows that the annual income that a household needs to make in America, the average is over $100,000 just for you to be able to cover living expenses, which means if a family of four makes exactly six figures, exactly $100,000, then data is saying that they don't even have enough to cover all of their living expenses, not including extravagant vacations and fancy cars and a nice home. Another reason why six figures does not go as long as it used to go is because of cultural shifts that we have in our society. Today, with social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everybody going and glorifying their extravagant lifestyles, what it means is a lot of people are not okay with just living a simple life. Back in the day, the American dream was just to have a normal home, maybe a 3-bedroom home, enough to be able to support 2 kids, the wife and the husband, 2 cars to get you from A to B. But today, now people want to go on extravagant vacations. They want to drive fancy cars. They want to live in a big home. So whereas a family of 4 would have been happy with $100,000 income back in the day because they lived a very simple life and didn't go a lot of places, now today you'll need a lot more money because everyone is comparing themselves to others and trying to keep up with what everyone else is doing. So we could thank social media for creating unrealistic standards of livings that most people will never be able to aspire to or even live up to, that makes people dissatisfied with the income that they have. And being rich is not just about having a good income. It's also about how you manage the income that you have. You have to make sure that you're making wise and smart investments, that you not let lifestyle inflation creep up on you. Lifestyle inflation means the more money you make, the more money you spend. When a lot of people get a raise, they feel like, well, now it's time to get a better home, or it's time to get a better car, or it's time to go on better dinners or better vacations. And every time they make more money, they find ways to spend more money, which means they don't have money to save and invest like they should so that they can get ahead. That's how people end up maxing out credit cards, and how we have a situation where people earn a lot of money, but they're still drowning in credit card debt because they are going and spending more money than they make. So it's possible for someone who makes under 6 figures to have significantly more money than someone who makes over 6 figures if the person who makes under 6 figures is making wise investments. For example, if they're going out and they're buying assets instead of liabilities, like they buy a home in a good location, it's able to appreciate in value, they're consistently putting their money into investments like the stock markets and index funds and mutual funds, and they're allowing that to grow over time, and then they're able to benefit from compound interest. By doing these things, it can help your money grow exponentially. So 6 figures isn't what it used to be, but it's not all about what you make. It's about how you manage what you have. So if you want to learn more about managing the resources that you have, then watch the other videos on this channel, which is all about financial literacy.